Today we are going to be learning how to apply dodge and burn on images, and for that sake I'll be using this image that we retouched in our last video. In case you did not watch the retouching tutorial of how to use frequency separation that I did during our last video, you can use the link up that will take you there, but I want you to stay back and watch this particular video. And you may be wondering how the before of this image looks like. This is the before, and I took it to this before and after. So we want to take it a step further by applying dodge and burn. So in case you want to learn, you can stay put and let's walk through the class together. There are two methods to applying dodge and burn. First, I either use the Retouch Academy panel here, which has the dodge and burn here, or I use the inbuilt dodge and burn tool from Photoshop, which is just here. And I'm going to walk you through using the two steps. Using the Retouch Academy panel, you can come here, click on dodge tool, and then it brings up this group layer. So all you need to do from here is to select your brush tool, and then you increase your opacity down to about 9 or wherever you desire, but you can follow my lead in this case. I've also reduced my flow and I start painting over. Make sure that your brush color is set to white so that you paint over the black masked area. Now you start brushing. So you can notice it's becoming a bit brighter. My hardness is on 0. Don't forget to set your hardness to 0, and soft round brush. So the only thing I'm going to be using this brush on at this point will just be strictly the highlight areas. So now I'm around the nose area. So strictly, the nose is already highlighted. Strictly highlights. Come over to this side. So let's come down here. And then of course the lips. Here I want to increase it a bit. So let's go back, turn on before and after, so you can see there's quite a difference. So when you're done with your dodge and burn, you realize that you have a higher contrast look, which gives your image kind of more appealing and dramatic look. So come over here. Let's see here. So before and after. Now let's start with the dodge. I'm done with that area. Sorry, we're done with dodge. We're going to burn. So I just clicked on burn, and I still use my brush. I have to go back and reduce the opacity back to 9, and then I start highlighting over the dark areas, still using my brush tool and setting the foreground color to white. So this area, I forgot to highlight this particular area, dodge the area. So I have to go back and dodge the area more. So I won't be doing much with dodge tool. Sorry, with the bone tool. So I think that works. So let me come back to dodge, and then we're done. So I don't want to watch. I don't want to work much on this particular method. We can now group this, and then I rename this dodge and burn. So if I click before and after, you see that it has added more contrast to this, giving it more dramatic look. But how about we compare this method and the inbuilt Photoshop method of dodging and burning? So I want to make this guy go away, this group that we've created here. I'm going to delete it because I want to show us what will happen, or the difference between this Retouch Academy dodge and burn method and the inbuilt. Now let's go straight ahead and set this to 100 to 100. Assuming I come to dodge here, and sorry, let me duplicate the background. Assuming I come to dodge, and then my brush is here, let me select my color to white, and then over here I decide to just dodge by drawing a straight line. Yeah, that's dodging. Now what if I decide to select my dodge tool from here, setting this to 100, exposure to 100, and a range I want it to highlight. And this is the good thing about this particular guy here, because I either select highlight, midtones, or shadows, which area I want to dodge or burn. And if I select highlight, because the whole purpose of dodging is to enhance the highlight, the whole essence of burning is to enhance the shadows. So if I do this over here, now do you notice the difference? This guy that I'm using from Photoshop, the inbuilt Photoshop dodge, of course it's enhancing the highlight. At the same time I can still see the skin texture, but over here it's more of curves. It's a curve tool that has been used to do this this dodge shortcut here. So this particular Retouch Academy dodge kind of washes away a lot, but if you reduce the opacity, yes, you are going to see texture, you're going to see the details that you're working on. But I want to take everything to maximum and see what I get to achieve. So for the fact that the inbuilt dodge tool still retains this, I think I will go with the inbuilt dodge tool in Photoshop. So for that case, let's go ahead and use the inbuilt dodge tool in Photoshop and start working on it. So let's try creating a new layer and see what happens. Sorry, let me duplicate this. So I will name this Dodge. Will Dodge moon this year? How many of you have Dodge cryptocurrency in your wallet? I'm not going to crypto at the moment, but the name reminds me of Elon Musk and Dogecoin. I don't know if Dodge is going to moon this year. Alright, so back to business. I have to reduce my exposure to 3%. So let's start dodging. My brush, I've selected the soft round, which is under general brushes. So you want to keep that in mind when brushing. My exposure, I can even take it down to 2% because this guy comes in hot. So I start by reducing my size, my brush, and I'm increasing gradually, just brushing around. That's it. So the nose now, and then this area. Let's come back here. So before and after. So let's burn. I'm going to be applying burn on the same layer. Sorry, I have to reduce. Take it down to 2%. So this image in particular doesn't even need dodge and burn because the highlights were already defined very well, because straight from the image during the shooting process, the light was intentionally done for this nice contrast look. So I won't be wasting much time on this, but just for demonstration purpose, I decided to go ahead to dodge and burn this. So at the moment, I've noticed that the skin is kind of looking reddish, the areas that I've dodged. So I can either go ahead to reduce the opacity, and then let's see. Okay, still looking nice. And in order to hide the reddish area, maybe I can try color grading the image, and let's see what we achieve at the end of the day. So I want to apply a lot. Let me see. Trying to look for what would look very nice on her. I have so much lots here, but by the time I'm settled for the one that we're going for, in case you're interested, you can just drop a comment in the comment section, lots, and I will send it to you. Drop along with your email address. I'll send the lot file for you. Okay, so let's try this, and then we switch this to color, luminosity, hue. Okay, I think I'm loving the hue. so you can leave it on the hue, or let's see luminosity. I think the hue is okay, so I can reduce the opacity or just leave. So this was on before, after. You can still go ahead to reduce this dodge and burn because it's still looking too much. So this looks much better now. So what do you think the end result of this, between this method and the Retouch Academy panel method? Both of them, they end up looking great. Like I said, using the Retouch Academy panel, you can end up reducing the opacity, which will still work just fine. At the end of the day, it's originality that matters. And for the fact that the Retouch Academy result also looks incredible after reducing opacity, you can still go ahead with it, So, but let me know what you think about the two methods. And this comes to the end of our class for today. In case you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumb up for this video. Drop a comment in the comment section. It really helps my algorithm to suggest my videos to others, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Turn on your post notifications so that you don't get to miss my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.